Welcome to the Unhinged podcast. So this is a kind of like a podcast. It's more just me ranting about dumb stuff that happens. This isn't the stupid news stories. This is kind of like a part of it, but this is like say other news stories that aren't dumb, but they're just why. So today's topics are it's just gonna be really one topic, but it's the Trump's second impeachment and why he was acquitted. So if you don't know, Trump was impeached back in January of this year again for inciting a mob to go attack the Capitol to stop a democratic process of of them affirming confirming the votes for the election that Donald Trump says like this. Oh yeah, hey, it was rigged. There's voter fraud. It's like more people voted against you because of what you've done to this country. I mean, the, I mean, this is basically saying like this. So with this, the House impeached him with all of the Democrats and a bunch of Republicans, including Mitt Romney, and then on this week, he was about to get impeached, but he needed I think it was think I think it was 7 more votes or something like that to actually impeach Trump. Because all the Democrats, to convict Trump. So all the Democrats and I think it's like 10 Republicans. Um, yeah, it was. It was 10 Republicans, and they put country over their party. I mean, they put they said this. Hey, yeah, we have a president who's very dangerous. Says, I mean, but there's also other Republicans that just did not do anything. Um, let me pull one of the things up. There was, um, it was, So while Representative Raskin played a 13-minute video of the violent attack on the Capitol, Senator Rand Paul doodled on a pad of paper. Senator Rich Scott studied papers on his lap. Senator Tom Cotton looked down at his papers, and Senator Marco Rubio did the same. There's other Republican. I forget which one, but one of them was filling in a map of Asia. Just I think putting in I don't know if it was coloring it in, or just writing the names. But you're coming in to. This is the most impeachment. Richard Nixon's. What he basically just did was that he just tried to get dirt on the Democratic opponents, for his thing at by going having his people going into a hotel, just taking up because they're. He resigned. That that seemed like it seemed just like dropping an ice cream cone or something like that to what happened. I don't know. I mean, Donald Trump literally said this. Oh yeah, hey, you'll never take it back our country with weakness. Rudy Giuliani saying this. Oh yeah, hey, trial by combat. They literally sent out a mob that's many police officers got hurt. One died, I think, one or two after the riots. The police officers committed suicide, and the Republicans are this. Yeah, but he's still he's still just helping us out. Seriously. Ted Cruz and a bunch of other Republicans. They left after they are just didn't arrive after the break. It's just, I don't get how Ted Cruz is doing this. One, he was born in Canada, and then he went to, and then I don't know, when he went to Texas, the state that mostly borders another country, and that's Mexico. I'm sorry. I'm filming this before noon, and yeah. So recording this. Um, and and he's basically putting his own beliefs at. Donald Trump literally called his wife ugly a bunch of times, and Ted Cruz is like this. Okay, okay. Well, yeah, and then Donald Trump said his wife is ugly. He called him a liar, and Ted Cruz is like this. Yeah, but I'm still supporting you. What if one of your friends said this? Oh yeah, hey, dude, your girlfriend's so ugly. Man, you're stupid and all that. Would you be like this? Yeah, but we're still good friends. You're just like, no, fuck you. You shouldn't die. And so this, yeah. I mean, there's newfound new footage of security cameras that with Officer Eugene Goodman. He's basically running down a hall. He's telling Mitt Romney, oh yeah, hey, go the other way because the rioters are coming through. He basically was led rioters. They're not protesters, they're rioters. They're mob. I mean, and he led them away from where Mike Pence was, and other and other senators and people at from away from the rioters. And there's you see all these videos. It's police officers being crushed or left through. You see body cameras of police being beat up. There's pictures of a Officer Sicknick being beat up, and Republicans are like, yeah, yeah. So if you don't know what indict means, it means this, oh yeah, hey, they're not found not guilty. But here's the thing. You're saying it this way. So all the Democrats and plus 10 other Republicans. So that means that's more vote to convicting him. Yes, that's how it works. But for some stupid reason, that this, yeah, but you actually need 7 more people. It's how the fuck does that work? I mean, I think because I think Bill Clinton, he got impeached but not convicted. I think for the Monica Lewinsky scandal, yeah, yeah. It says here the impeachment of Bill. Um, Although proceeding to declare due to bombing of Iraq, the passage of. I had to look it up another time, but I think I forget which other president got impeached, but I think it was the one maybe after Lincoln. But seriously, this is the most impeachable thing ever. Donald Trump's last impeachment is yeah, he asked for hey Ukraine, give me dirt on the front runner of the election, and I'll help you out from from Russia invading you. So if you don't do that, then no people are gonna really be helping you from the U.S. Yeah, just a couple of days before this, the riot, Trump called into I think Georgia. I don't think it's a senator, but it was one of the representatives said this. Hey, I just need more than 11,000 votes. Or that. I mean, I thought just. Donald Trump just had just a couple weeks until he went out of office. He just had to lay low. But what did he do? And just they showed new evidence of just. People are saying this. Oh, yeah, hey, fight for Trump. And then they're saying this. Well, yeah, we don't really know who. Here's the thing. Mitch McConnell, he voted not guilty, but then this is him after the trial. Right. So yeah. So Donald Trump is very dangerous. It's then why did you vote for him? Not good. That's literally having said this. Oh yeah, hey. If you're a juror and pretty much, most my people are actually subscribed to me, are old enough to actually be called for jury duty. But if someone, but if you're called for jury duty and the trial's about oh yeah, hey, here's a guy who basically led kind of like a mob to kill people. I mean like I mean like but it's like this. Oh yeah, but this is the same guy that actually gave you power. Would you say this? Oh yeah, hey, he did try to kill a bunch of people, but he gave me some more power. Yeah, just you know, like I mean, the, this is not how like a democratic process works. If you have more votes, something, then your side wins. That's how Biden won. So just I mean, because so go back to 2017. It's just it's almost like fall. It's the South, Charlottesville, Virginia. There's a bunch of people saying, oh yeah, hey, Jews will not replace us. Oh yeah, hey, we want to keep up a statue of a guy who owned slaves, Robert E. Lee, the a general of the Confederacy. And but here's the thing: Robert E. Lee never wanted a statue of him because it's saying like this. Oh yeah, hey, I don't want the source of war to be left open. I want them to be closed. So I had a screenshot of kind of the quote. Um, yeah, he opposed this. This is, I think it is wiser not to keep open the source of war, but to follow the examples of those nations who endeavor and optimate. I can't really read this this is like a Facebook thing. It's like the first image I kind of read just came up. Um, the mark of a civil strife and commit oblation oblivion. I can't tell if it's just like forming like a V or like the feeling of engendered. So Robert E. Lee saying this, yeah, hey, I don't think putting up a statue of the people who lost the war. Speaking about Confederacy, there's people that are waving Confederate flags. These are like the people who lost the war. Seriously, this. So the people, the 43 Republicans that voted, they're not for Trump being not guilty. They're not part of the GOP. They're part of the GQP, the Government QAnon Party, or the Grand QAnon Party. Sorry, because he's been greed over people, but now because it's first the Grand Old Party, but now it's just. Just think how Lincoln would feel because it is President's Day. He's basically just yeah. Hey, I was went through all kind of this war. My side was losing. I had to put a guy with a drinking problem, as a general. We lost a bunch of men. Oh yeah, hey, here's a capital that the Confederates are trying to get to. Oh yeah, they finally got into it. Here's the thing: if Obama did this, I would not. I would be against him. If any person listen to this, oh yeah, hey, I lost an election. Let's just storm the Capitol to stop that because I want to still be in power like a dictator. I'll be against that. If Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, George Bush, Jimmy Carter, Abraham Lincoln, any president who did that, be against. no matter what. I mean, but here's the thing: Republicans are are not Republican voters mostly are not forming that they're like this. Hey, Joe Biden hasn't done anything about the coronavirus yet. I'm like, yeah, because it takes. Do you really think I mean he just steps foot in office? He just do you really think Biden is basically Thanos and and stepping foot in the and or becoming president is the last Infinity Stone and it'd be like this? Yeah, hey, boom, coronavirus is all gone. It's just dusted away. No, it takes time. I mean, because when we have another, because when Trump left office, here's the thing: he knew about the coronavirus. He's like this, yeah, hey, this is worse than the flu. I mean, listen to Bob Woodward tapes. I'll tell you all about it. Yeah, hey, so this whole COVID thing, I mean, it's very bad. It's gonna worse than we thought. But let's downplay. I mean, we don't want. I mean, we don't want to start the people. Hey, yeah, so coronavirus. I mean, it's a hoax, guys. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a hoax. Later on, yeah. So one day, coronavirus is just gonna poof away. Just one day, just like that. And you say this. Oh yeah, hey, coronavirus. It's still not real. I mean, when people are scrambling for getting toilet paper and paper towels, just think that they're gonna be locked up. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, and and then that's social Trump. Yeah, hey guys, January or June. I have an idea. In the middle of a pandemic that I have done nothing about, I haven't said this. Hey, I mean, I've never said, hey, wear a mask or anything like that. The only thing I just said is, hey, I see this affecting in. Let me just let's just inject bleach into our system. And if you're ever going to do that, don't do it because I mean, I think Trump maybe saw the Tide Pod challenge and he's like this, huh? Maybe that could work, but with bleach, yeah. And here's the thing, Trump. I mean, he knows how to say hydrochloroquine, which if you look at the word, it's yeah. Are you sure? I mean, are you sure it's not when you're fake typing something the and then and then those letters come up. No, it's an actual word. It's a medicine. But he doesn't know how to say Ulysses S. Grant, United States. I mean, he said this United States. Ulysses S. I mean, it's just. I mean, because here's the thing. Trump, I mean, because Trump is all this. Oh yeah, hey, support the police, don't defund the police, all of that. What happened is that for some reason the Capitol Police were unprepared, even though they had time. I mean, this is basically knowing that a hurricane is coming. Really, this, eh, it's okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's never gonna hit. It's you still gotta prepare for this stuff. I mean, these are a frocked up mob. That's this. Hey, our guy that we really like, the racist kind of guy. We need to fight for him. I mean, even though he draft dodged Vietnam. I mean, a couple of times I think just because of school, and then the major time it's oh yeah, because his feet hurt. Yeah, but I mean, but let's go back many months, back to the summer and all that. Trump's hiding in his bunker. I mean, he's lying about it. But what happens? One day, like you said, this, huh? I need to make the people think that I'm not weak. Hey, look at all of these peaceful protesters that are not doing anything. Let's have police fire tear gas, flashbangs, rubber bullets. And here's the thing: rubber bullets, they're not Nerf bullets or anything like that. They're huge. I mean, they're huge. I mean, seriously. And I mean, just think about getting hit, by that. I mean, just look up what a rubber bullet it is. Just think about getting hit by that. I mean, there's like an Australian news channel that was there kind of reporting on it. Here's the thing: what the police did, they smashed their shields into one of like, the reporters or cameramen into like a fence and saying this, hey, yeah, you gotta move. Well, you can't move like if you're basically like slamming them in like you said like a fence. I mean, they're basically tear gassing like women, children, men, like just like everyone. For what? Just standing in like a street, okay then. I'm like what happens with kind of this? I mean, like, here's the thing, because before that, I mean, people were kind of cheering because, like, because some of like the soldiers were, like, kneeling, and the people were thinking like this, oh my god, yay! They're actually, like, supporting us. No, what they were actually doing was they're putting on gas masks, because, because they're firing tear gas at, like, people who are doing basically, like, peaceful protesting, against, police brutality. And, it's because Trump sent people to their death. I mean, like, there's Officer 690, like, who's beaten to death. There's this woman, I forget her name, who was shot trying to, climb through a doorway. And here's the thing with that. The, the Republicans are on this, yeah, Second Amendment, yeah, yeah, oh, wait. Like, here's this thing. If you think that having, like, an AR-15 to protect you, I mean, like, you better live in, like, a very dangerous, like, neighborhood that's, like, post-apocalyptic, there's gonna be, like, the cookie cutter houses that, like, each house is kind of the same, like, green lawn, sun shining, someone's, like, mowing the lawns, like, dog barking, like, picket fence, and all kind of that. And again, just right next to it is, it's, like, desert, just, like, Mad Max, all just like that. This everyone just wearing leather, just having, like, skulls everywhere, just, like, post-apocalyptic. If you live in kind of city like that, okay, then I guess you can maybe have like an AR-15 or something like that. But if you're just like a regular American citizen, just like this, yeah, hey, I live like a normal house, normal part of town. What I really want to have is just like a weapon, that basically the military uses in a war overseas, against the terrorists. Yeah, because back when in Minneapolis, when the first riots were kind of starting with George Floyd riots. There was a couple guys that had like AR-15s, but they're saying hey, we're like rednecks with guns. We support the protests, but not the riots, not that. And they're actually good because they're actually helping like local like shops and all kind of that, and they're actually protecting. But then, but then, because the Second Amendment is about forming a militia against a tyrannical government. And there's like this like idiot like in a scrum that's like this. Yeah, that's what Biden is doing. He's acting like a dictator. I'm like, did Biden say this? Oh yeah, hey, I lost this election. Let's go to the Capitol. Let's ransack. Let's just attack it. Yeah, hey, no. Because the Simpsons in the episode of Italian Bob, when they go to Italy for getting Mr. Burns new Ferrari, but then hijinks ensues. They get. The car gets crushed by a giant cheese wheel. Ha, funny. This later years of Simpsons, so not the good kind of writing. What happened was that Homer he they obviously sideshow. They realized that Sideshow Bob was the mayor of kind of this town. Okay, then Don. Homer goes into this balcony. He does the thing that Mussolini did. Just look up Mussolini hand gestures. It's just just think of kind of the classic Italian, just like the what's the matter with you? Yeah, come on, y'all got that? And and Lisa said this, hey Dad, stop acting like Mussolini. And this is what Homer said. This is before Donald Trump announced for presidency. This was back in 2005. 10 years before Trump ran for president. And this Wilhelm said, "Oh, I thought I was being Donald Trump." Mussolini was the dictator. And so yeah, and the Simpsons, they predict, everything. Um, they predicted 9/11. They predicted the Ebola outbreak, which, Obama, helped it. Only, about, I think, 3 people died of that. Let's say how many people died in the U.S. As I'm filming this today, at 11:55 and 33 seconds, 70 people have died today of COVID in America. And the total deaths is almost 500,000. And so here's the thing, because yesterday, 1,111 people died, and the 2-week death trend deaths went down 41.5%. And I'm getting this on fact-based Joe Biden's schedule. Just look it up. It's actually a great thing to actually know the schedule and all of that, and actually find out, So yeah, so with this, I mean, it's just weird to say, oh yeah, hey, Biden is now the president, because after 4 years of just this shit happening. And I mean, 'cause here's the thing, because Donald Trump, he did his whole campaign on hate and race. He's like this, oh yeah, hey, nasty woman, we're gonna build a wall, we're gonna make Mexico pay for it. Here's the thing, the wall became a fence and became kind of basically a barrier. What happened is that the wall is basically being constructed, and it's left landscape in ruins, just ruins. It's desecrated Native American burial grounds. Yeah, so basically just this. Oh yeah, hey, there's been catapults that have brought troops. This. Here's the thing, because the slats is that you could basically just hand over the drugs, do that. I mean, to, these. These are basically jail cell bars, but just across the U.S. border. For the wall. You're just thinking this. Oh yeah, hey, you're just gonna have to get a ladder. You're gonna have to carry that all through the desert. But when I was this, oh yeah, hey, I have your cocaine here. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, and a lot of the walls that is actually messed with. They can really build it against the Rio Grande. Rio Grande. I don't know, because since there's really that border, and you can't mess with the river because of nature and stuff like that. But yeah, so Donald Trump is in all kinds of this bad stuff. And yes, yes and no. People are like this. Oh yeah, well, they tried to impeach Donald Trump before, he done anything wrong. But here's the thing, Russia. I think really the real reason that Donald Trump, that was Putin's puppet, was because of one little tape, the Golden Showers tape. And if you don't know what that is, look it up, because I don't want to get my channel demonetized. Yeah, it has something to do with a couple women, Donald Trump in a Russia hotel, and some stuff that's yeah, I just don't want to get my channel demonetized. So yeah, so here's the thing, because over the years, Putin has basically left Trump. He's like this. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be easy. I thought this was basically gonna be basically oh yeah, hey, here, hey, little, then I'll give you candy. Right. This little kid grown up, just like a teenager. No, Dad, I do what I want. Basically, Putin is basically and now we haven't really heard anything about him in the news except for some of the poisonings. But because we thought that Putin was Emperor Palpatine, and Donald Trump was, Darth Vader. That was basically in the first couple of years of the Trump administration. But now, you basically kind of learn that Trump is now Emperor Palpatine, and now he is called Order 66. And Order 66 is just basically storming the Capitol. But who's Anakin? Well, Anakin is basically now just like, who... No, I think Anakin is basically just going to be like that horn kind of guy, the guy that's like just as like almost like it's almost like cosplay and all kind of that. Yeah. And now they're basically storming just like the Jedi Temple. I mean, it's just like, cause I think one of Trump's defense, I think for last impeachment, I think this impeachment, I mean, I know for like last impeachment, I think also maybe for this impeachment was Alan Dershowitz. If you don't know who that is, he was supposed to defend Jeffrey Epstein, the guy, had a private sex island, with little kids, the thing that Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, they're also friends with. So, but who did also Alan Dershowitz defend? O.J. Simpson. So basically, he's defending all kind of these people that are basically guilty, not innocent. And people are like this, huh? I mean, Trump has been frothing up this mob for so long. And now it basically has just come. I mean, yeah, so basically, a police officer was beaten to death. A woman was shot. I think one person had like a cardiac arrest, another one had like another medical issue, and then I think the third one was trampled. Yeah, and then after that, I think one or two police officers were killed. So that's basically 5 deaths on basically kind of that day, and plus 1 or 2 more after kind of that day. So that's basically 7 deaths under Trump's belt. There's blood on each hand now, and he cannot get it off. I mean, yeah, yes, he did get acquitted, but I think now he has to go through like another court. Oh yeah, he also lost many court cases. I mean, yeah, it's like Republican senators are asking the courts to take care of Trump for them. I mean, here's the thing: they are so spot. They're like, hey, yeah, okay. And just to remind you that Ruth Bader Ginsburg, after she died, who gets put in? A lady who, is against abortions. Which, here's the thing. It's pro-choice versus pro-life. When you think about pro-life, you're thinking there's 7 billion fucking people in this world. I mean, here's the thing. If you want to have a baby, yes, that's good. No one fucking cares because here's the thing. There's 7 fucking billion people on the earth. I literally got a news report alert on CNN it's like breaking news. I'm like, yes, oh, what the hell happened? Did something happen with Trump? Meghan Markle have announced they're having a second child. I'm like, how the fuck is this breaking news? They left the royal family, to not get like this. I'm like, whoop-de-doo, you fucking had sex without a condom on. You want a Nobel Peace Prize? Do you want an award? Do you want a trophy? What do you want? His thing, when famous people have kids, it's like, oh wow. You're basically you're basically putting almost like the silver spoon in their mouth from day one. I have lived in 4 homes. My mom's house, which I've lived for 17 years. One of those double houses that there's like a house on the bottom, like in one of those apartment kind of things or kind of like little condo things. There's there's a house on the bottom, house on top. I lived in the bottom part with kind of my dad for a couple years until it was 2008 or something like that when he married my stepmom. We then lived in a full house. Well, like a big house and all like that. And then 2018 we left because because since they're kind of getting older, they're having kind of medical problems. Instead of just going up and down kind of the stairs, just like okay that going down kind of like a hill. Um, we now sometimes I live there at the condo, so I've lived in 4 houses. I get $60 a month. I used to get $40, but like $60 a month for doing chores. Yes, but I have also kind of people presents. I mean, my sister was almost kind of rich, but her boyfriend. It was their stock, so their AMC stock. The one that's been going up without asking her. I wish that it's yeah, hey, you're kind of a little bit fucking stupid for like selling the stock if it was just his stock. But it's like, but when you're kind of sharing a stock, you want to talk to that person first before selling kind of stock, because what happened an hour later is that those stock went up by three more dollars. Yeah, so somehow I actually got a Lego set out of doing that. Like I said, this, yeah, hey, how to make this up to me? So you bought me a Lego set, and he actually did. Yeah. So yeah, so here's the thing. I do chores. I do all kinds of stuff. I mean, I mean, here's all kinds of these like people are like, this, yeah, hey, we're having like a baby. There's all these YouTubers are like, like they're kind of this, yeah, we bought like a big house. You guys want to see it? When you're probably like, in like a room that's like, when basically you're gonna be having like, box mac and cheese again for saying that maybe like third night. Yeah, yeah. It's our mansion. Oh, but it's not good. It's like, yeah, fuck you. I mean, I mean, basically all kind of these people are born with the silver spoon in their hands and like this. Yeah, hey, notice us. We're having babies. Like, yeah, just fucking shut up. I mean, I could scream out my window, say this. Yeah, hey, say something more. Yeah, hey, I had sex with my wife. Now we're gonna have a baby. I don't think people. I think the only reason why people will care is because I'll be screaming out my window. But I'm 17. I'm not even old enough to basically marry yet. But here's the thing. With this, it's like because with pro-life and pro-choice. With pro-life, people are this. Yeah, hey, we're gonna keep the baby. Or that. Yeah, but there's many people. But then with pro-choice like isn't this. Hey, you had sex? Well, we're gonna be scooping that fetus out. Yeah, no. Pro-choice just mean because you know what choice means to me like this. Yeah, you could either have this one or this one. So pro-choice is like that means like this. Oh yeah, hey, you could either keep the baby or you could abort it. But pro-life is like this. Yeah, hey, you only have to keep the baby. And there's a sign at the Capitol riots with someone saying this. Oh yeah, hey, vaccines have like fetuses and call it that. I'm like, yeah. What do you think? Do you really think that people are just gonna be this? So we're just gonna abort this baby. Oh, look at this fetus. Just gonna throw it in the trash. Yeah. No. When Trump got COVID, he had like a bunch of stuff like these serial things that had fetuses that stem cell research. Stem cell research. They help like fix people's lives when like oh yeah, and who cares? If the baby like has like is already basically almost like basically like a baby and you're born, then that's kind of bad. But say if it's just like a fetus, it's like yeah, the baby wouldn't know. If you kill say like a small baby, it's like yes, you're an asshole. You're a dick. You're like human trash. You should be killed. But here's the thing: if you kill like a toddler or something like that, that actually no, then that's much worse than say killing a baby because like a baby, it's like this. Yeah, hey, they don't have any memories basically yet. And we're saying this. Oh well, how could you say that? Look back. What's your first memory? My first possibly memory was when I was still in like a crib, and I was basically like 3. This is kind of the last year, so me actually being like last year for like me being in like a crib. Because because it's basically like my sister had like much of like her room, so it's just being like 3 or something like that thing. Yeah, so basically when I was 3 or something like that, that's when I had like my first basically the memory and all that. I mean, like that I know kind of now. So yeah, but just think. I mean, just don't kill babies in general. But just think. Yeah. So it's weird when we see kind of these pro-lifers are like this. Yeah, hey, pro-life, kill the police. No, hang Mike Pence. Yeah, pro-life, everyone, pro-life. Fuck Mike Pence. No, we're gonna kill him. Yeah, pro-life. Just say the unborn babies, everyone. Kill Mike Pence. Yeah, okay. I mean, here's the thing, because Mike Pence, I mean, like, here's the thing with Mike Pence. He's a good person, but he is homophobic. I mean, like, he does support gay conversion therapy camps, which that's like an awful kind of thing. Because basically, like saying this, oh yeah, hey, God made you. Well, I'm gay. Well, you're sent by the devil. We're gonna convert you now. Yeah, like, I mean, there's like, there's people that are just like, yeah, hey, pro-life, everyone, we're gonna kill Mike Pence. We're gonna kill all these cops. What's that? Like, they're trying to kill like Nancy Pelosi. I mean, they're trying to kill all kinds of like these people. And there's like the guy who went into Nancy Pelosi's office and like he's saying this, oh yeah, hey, I left like a note on your desk, so left like quarter me. Like, she doesn't need it, but like, fuck her anyways. Something like that. It's like, wow, a whole quarter. It's like Nancy Pelosi's like, wow, I can finally buy a gumball with my giant smiling teeth. Yay. It's like, yeah, I mean, like, saving left like a doll or some kind of that difference. I mean, bunch of these Republicans don't have a spine. I mean, Ted Cruz. I mean, like, here's the thing. Yes, yes, I know that Ted Cruz, like, before he grew a beard, which, side note, Ted Cruz with the beard looks worse than just, Ted Cruz with a beard. I mean, like, for some reason, I mean, like, he looks more creepy. I mean, like Ted Cruz with kind of beard, he more looks like, someone who goes on to catch a predator. But Ted Cruz without like a beard, I mean, like, Morris kind of looks like that like that neighbor's dad is like this. Hey guys, yeah. So I'm basically gonna be wearing like khaki shorts with all my leg hair hanging out. That's just gonna be like creepy as fuck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. But here's the thing, Ted Cruz, he's not the Zodiac killer because when he was born in like Canada, two, two, because the Zodiac killer, his crime spree was from I think the 60s to 70s, and Ted Cruz, I think he was born in he was born in 1970, so he's 50 years old. So the Zodiac killer had to be older than basically fucking zero, and like Korea's yeah. So yeah, but here's the thing, because Marshall Taylor Greene or whoever the fuck her name is. I mean, she's also like a piece of shit. I mean, like, that she would have been part of that riot. I mean, there are people that trained for the riot. I mean, seriously, I mean, there's like people who trained for kind of the riot. I think there's like videos. I mean, there's people that are just like bringing glass. I mean, they're basically like saying this USA, USA, when they're basically like destroying kind of American property. I mean, seriously. Because like you're saying this. Well, but what about Antifa? Like that. But two. Yes. Here's the thing. There will be anarchists everywhere. But here's the thing. Would you rather watch news saying that's, oh yeah, hey, here's just like some peaceful protesters, yeah, that. Or would you rather want to watch like the news that's like this? Here's all this destruction. Here's all this anarchy. Here's the thing. News is sharks. And when there's like and just peaceful news are just like like a skinny seal. But then the news is like all terrifying and all kind of that. That's like more interesting. They're the fat seals and all kind of that. Like I mean, I mean, because even if there are like more skinny seals and all kind of that, they're gonna go more after like say like just say like a few fat seals because yeah. So I mean and yes, I know there are peaceful kind of news, but do you think every night they're gonna be this? Here's the local news. There's a big robbery and everything is like going down. It's like no. I mean, Donald Trump needs to be held responsible. I mean, he needs to be in jail. And because he basically sent people out to, like, just to stop a democratic, process. Because he lost an election. They say, like, oh, hey, widespread voter fraud. It's like, yeah. Here's the thing. It sucks when your team loses. I want the Chiefs to win because, fuck Tom Brady. Which, I mean, Tom Brady was also, like, a Trump supporter. I mean, like, he literally had, like, a Trump hat and, like, in his soccer people like this. Do you support Donald Trump? He's like this. Well, we're kind of good buddies. And he basically danced around the question. I mean, this, like, a couple years ago. Yeah. But still, I mean, fuck Tom Brady. I mean, fuck Gronk. I mean, like, Gronk basically retired. Like, is it this? Yeah, hey, I don't think I can, like, really, like, do this anymore. Oh, yeah, hey. My buddy's gone and kind of going to the... I know that, like, like, Brady's like this. Oh, yeah, hey, I just want to win, like, one more Super Bowl, like, like, with, like, another team. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's kind of great. But here's the thing. With the Patriots, I mean, you also got Edelman. You also got, like, other, like, named people that's, like, oh, yeah, they're all kind of working together. But just with Brady and Gronk, it's like, oh, yeah, think of them as kind of the clones from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Brady and Gronk are basically just like Captain Rex and Cody. And the basic Buccaneers, I mean, I don't really watch sports and all kind of, I just basically, like, say, like, shinies or, just like, the regular clones. But then with the Patriots, I mean, like, you also maybe got, say, like, Commander Gree, I think Danielle, Waxer Boy. I mean, like, you got other ones. Yeah. So, yeah, so there's basically two traders, basically in Florida. I mean, people were on Twitter were like this. Oh yeah, yay! Donald Trump won this impeachment. I'm like, no, he basically got like more votes against him than his last impeachment trial, but because of one fucking dumbass rule, they're like this. Yeah, but you can't really do. I mean, like, here's the thing. Offense ever, and they literally let him off scot free. So now, the ball is now in the court. So now to stop Trump, basically. I mean, I mean, there's like this guy who made this like thing that's like this. Oh yeah, hey, you can't stop the Trump train, which was like really bad, like super badly. So, I mean, like, I love my sister as a sibling or all kind of. I mean, like, I like her. I mean, she used to be like really annoying, but one, she can't do a British accent. It sounds like you're doing one of those really fake ones, like not just like an accent. Like you're just doing like a voice, not like an accent. Like I'm here's kind of a Bostonian accent. Yeah, so we're just gonna go to Duncan's, park the car. I'm just going across that. And here's a character voice. Yeah, hey buddy, yeah. Just park the car, Harvard Yard, come on, let's go to Duncan's, let's go watch the Pats in the Fenway. Yeah, come on. You get those Samuel Adams? I'm like, here's kind of Italian accent. I mean, like, I am Italian. I mean, like, most of my family's Italian. Like, hey guys, what are you doing? Come on. And then here is what, classmate of mine, Nikki, you might have, like, heard him on, when I was doing the thing for the election. I'm like, he's more one of those New Jersey kind of, ones. I mean, he thinks, like, this, like, family's part of the mob because, because, like, last name, like, something like that. But it's like, yeah, there's many, like, last names. I mean, like, there could be, like, many people with the name White or Johnson or Jackson or, like, or Smith. That doesn't mean that they're all connected. I mean, like, my last name is also like a name of like a wine. Does my family own that wine? No. Yeah, no. Yeah. Um, yeah, and like, yeah, I mean, like it does like the stereotypical kind of New Jersey kind of one, like it doesn't sound like the Sopranos one. It more sounds like the Jersey Shore one. It's like this, yo, hey, how about we chill? No, how about we chill? Okay, guys, yeah, okay, let's just watch the Sopranos. Okay, yeah, just it's like just shut the fuck. Yeah. So yeah, so I mean, like my sister, I mean, she can't do like a British accent. I mean, it's more sounds like she's doing like a voice. She, I mean, and she also can't sing. But this guy that did the Trump song, he's a worse singer than her. I mean, like, I'd rather listen to Billie Eilish, who, physically can't sing. I mean, like, you can't even hear her. What makes a good singer is that you could actually hear the person singing. Yeah. So, I mean, like his song is like, "You Can't Stop the Trump Train," which basically derailed, like, so hard. But they changed the video to the video, like, like title to "You Can't Legally Stop the Trump Train." I'm like, he basically lost so many court cases. He's been impeached fucking twice. I mean, here's the thing. Because with Trump, he has had 3 wives, divorced 2 of them because, like, it's basically cut their age and, like, all kind of, all that. I mean, like, he's made sexual, like, I mean, he's made horrible, like, remarks on, like, his daughter, like, saying this, "Oh, hey, if Ivanka was my daughter, I'll be dating her." That's something that you would not, like, talk to. Like, I mean, like, he's caught on tape for the Access Hollywood tape. Tape saying this, "Oh, yeah, hey, you could do anything when you're famous. Grab him by the privates." He has cheated with his wife so many times. I mean, like, he's cheated with with Stormy Daniels, and, like, I mean, like, he paid Stormy Daniels more money than he actually paid with his taxes. Yeah, and that's another bad thing. Tax evasion. He paid $750 of taxes. I think Donald Trump paid, like, um, let me see. Um, $130,000. Yeah, so we paid that much to keep a woman silent, and who knows more women silent than he paid on his taxes. Yeah. Oh yeah. So here's when Donald Trump, like, cheated on his third wife. When I think it was when Melania was pregnant or nursing. Yeah. So basically, when your wife was, like, still, like, when you had, like, basically like your last child or something like that, you basically cheated on her. Yeah. Um. You've been impeached. I mean, he's been impeached for, like, for asking, like, foreign aid for, like, an election. Now he's been, and now for some reason he's been, like, indicted for just, like, for. I mean, like, yeah, yeah. Because seriously, the ball is now in the real courthouse, and hopefully it's not the actual court, like, with Brett Kavanaugh maybe, like, drinking his beer, playing his Devil Triangle, which is not a drinking game. It is a sexual, like, game. And then I don't know, like, her name. Yeah, it's just like, with, yeah, just, I mean, seriously. I mean, Trump is disrespect. Like, it's just the other things. When you think about, like having, say, like, a TV person, like, or, like, a star as, like, president. I mean, like, we had that before it with Ronald Reagan. But here's the thing: best stuff that Ronald Reagan did was Norris caught the AIDS epidemic and all that, and armed the Taliban. But all the time, like, he's basically, saying that, "Oh, hey, say no to drugs." Basically, work to help, tear down the Berlin Wall. I mean, was a good president. And here's another thing with Reagan. His slogan is "Let's make America great again." what did Trump do? He stole that. He stole that, like, slogan for his campaign, and no one really noticed. I'm like, because here's the thing: when Joe Biden was first running for president, he dropped out of the race because of a plagiarism scandal. Because like he said the quote that I think British or something like that said, well, without like, writing, that. But Trump, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like Trump based, I mean, like he charged $50 a night for Secret Service. Just think about this. Like, you're having this, like, protect like a guy that's like this. Oh yeah, hey, you're staying at my house. I mean, like, house. You just have to pay me $50 like a night. I mean, like, that better includes room service. Like all the turbulence or whatever the hell they. But he has called people who served in the military suckers and losers because they fought to defend their country. He is called John McCain, which here's the thing, John McCain, when he went to the Vietnam War, he his plane was shot down. He ejected. Um, what happened was I think he broke like both his legs or like one of his legs or something like that when he was found by the Viet Cong or North Vietnamese army soldiers. He was beaten until they're brought back to his camp, and then one of them noticed like, oh yeah, hey, like this is like I think like John McCain's like father was like a high ranking official in the army, not in the Viet Cong army, but the U.S. one. Like so this, oh yeah, hey, so he was a prisoner of war. And and what they offered him, they said this. Oh yeah, hey, you could leave like this war camp, and and just go back home. And John McCain, he said this. Yeah, no. What happened was that he this is what he said. Yeah, hey, I'm not leaving until everyone else here um leaves. Um, yeah, I'm just looking up kind of quote now. Yeah, so John McCain was taken this to the Wikipedia. Was taken prisoner of war on October 26, 1967. He was flying in a bombing mission over North Vietnam in a in a A4E Skyhawk. It's like yeah, it's just like a jet fighter that has like a bunch of missiles. Um, so so shot over kind of like a city, which like at kind of this time wasn't really really popular kind of thing. John McCain fractured both arms and a leg when he ejected from his aircraft, and he nearly um drowned after he parachuted into a lake. So North Vietnamese pulled him ashore. Then others crushed his shoulders with a rifle butt and bayoneted him. John McCain was then transported to um, Hanoi Main prison, nicknamed Huon Hilton. Um, although John McCain was seriously wounded and injured, his captors refused to treat him. They beat and interrogated him to get information, and he was given medical care only when the North Vietnamese discovered that his father was an admiral. His status as a prisoner of war (POW) um, made the front pages of major American newspapers. John McCain spent 6 weeks in the hospital where he received maternal care. He lost 60 pounds. He was in a chest cast, and his gray hair turned white. Um, I think this is when so he was born in here. Wait, let's see. He was born in 1936. So this was 30 when he was 30 years. And you're thinking of this. Wait, wait. Doesn't your hair turn like white and gray when you get older? Yeah, it does. But then there's some other like medical or like stuff. Yeah. So McCain was sent to a different camp in the outskirts of the city. In December 1967, McCain was placed in a cell with two other Americans who did not expect him to live more than a week. In March 1968, McCain was placed in solitary confinement, where he remained for 2 years. Um, in the mid 1968, his father, John S. McCain Jr. Oh, he's oh, so John S. McCain is John S. McCain the third. Um, was named commander of the United States forces in Vietnam, in the Vietnam theater. So this mean like um, stuff like that, not like an actual theater. And the North Vietnamese offered McCain early release because they wanted him to appear merciful for propaganda purposes. And though they showed the other POWs, the elite prisoners, that they were willing to be treated for I didn't know how to say that, but McCain refused reparation unless every man taken in before him was also released. Such early release was prohibited by the POW interpretation of the Military Code of Conduct, which Article 3, I will not accept neither parole nor special favors of enemies. Yeah, so basically, John McCain, he spent years in a hellhole on his own will. I mean, like he's basically this, yeah, hey, I could have left. But here's the thing. Like, I wanted every person who was in there, every prisoner of war, to also be released. But this is what Donald Trump said about John McCain. And this is fact checked. No, I don't want to disable. Donald Trump said that Trump remained fixated on McCain. I mean, this back in 2008, when the few prominent Republicans continued criticizing him after he won the nomination. When McCain died in August 2018, Trump told his senior staff, according to three sources that with direct knowledge of the event, "We're not going to support that loser's funeral," and he became furious, according to a witness. When he saw the flags lowered at half-staff, he said, "What the fuck are we doing that for? Guy was a fucking loser," the president told aides. This is fact-checked. No, like what I just said was back in 2018. So in 2008 or something like that, John Trump said this, "Oh yeah, hey, he was a loser. I don't like people who are captured. Like, I think they're losers." Yeah. Well, this loser, as you call him, spent years in a hellhole, even though he was offered to leave. Yeah. Donald Trump's other time is like called people like Donald Trump didn't go to France for I think for like the 100-year anniversary of the end of World War I because it was raining. Yeah. Um, Donald Trump has also called the people at Charlottesville very fine people. The people who said Jews will not replace us. A woman died there. She she was hit by a car that rammed through counter protest. Yeah, he called them very fine people on both sides. On both sides, yeah. If so basically this. Oh yeah, hey, the people who are protesting against Nazis. Yeah, they're fine people. But here's the thing: the Nazis are also kind of fine people too. I mean, Donald Trump has done so much bad stuff, and then people say this. Oh my God, he's the Messiah. Oh, oh. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't go to church. What kind of? I mean, he literally had police tear gas, pepper ball, pepper spray, just cleared out a full street of peaceful protesters. What for? So he could hold a Bible, and it wasn't even his Bible. Like he said this. Oh yeah, hey, it's a Bible. I mean, it's a constant tweet. He lied about he said this. Oh yeah. He said this. Oh yeah, hey, I'm so tough and all that. Can't even drink water with one hand. Can't get even down a ramp. I mean, yeah. Um, he has attacked people so constantly. He has just done so much horrible stuff through I mean, I know people who have voted for Trump in 2016. I know one person. Um, and I told this person, hey, don't vote for Trump again. After all this stuff, I'm not displaying who this person is, how I know them, where I know them from, my connection with them at all. I told this person, yeah, hey, don't vote for Trump because with all this have happened. And I think the person still voted for Trump in November. And this person knew that Trump was going to lose. And this person knew Trump did all this bad stuff. And this person still voted for a madman. I mean, in America's darkest days, 9/11, what happened? Your parents probably knew, what happened. They're probably glued on their TV sets, shocked when the other plane came down, came. They probably first thought, oh, probably this probably was kind of an accident. We don't know what happened, but when the second plane happened, they knew America was under attack. There was a third plane. Those terrorists were just saying, yeah, hey, we don't know, if we should go to the White House and attack it, which George W. Bush wasn't there at the time. He was reading to kids, and it was at a school, you know, is our children learning? And that's a quote from W. So terrorists was saying, yeah, hey, should we go to the White House or should we attack the Capitol? I don't know what they decided on, but the people on that plane decided to revolt the form up, and yeah, and they took the plane. Everyone on that plane died, but it crashed in the field. So, and also on that day, Donald Trump, he bragged about his tower, and I'm not meaning about his mushroom house, his mushroom, you know. I'm talking about his actual tower, he's talking about this. Oh hey, my tower's on there, you spent the tallest one, and then those towers were built, but then now my tower's the biggest. Just look on YouTube. There's bunch of stuff. Seriously, when America was basically under attack, we didn't know what was happening. Yeah, and also, and also throughout Trump's campaign, he's talking about this. Oh yeah, hey, I watched as our Barbarian Fire and Police at 7-Eleven. Yes, he said 7-Eleven. Yeah, there's a difference between, the date of which, America was being attacked by terrorists versus where you get slushies and, you know, stuff like that. And again, just like chips and candy. Yeah. I mean, because the terrorists, like, here's the thing. You can't bring, because I think it was like something in mid 2000s. Like there's a thing with like a water bottle that you can like you bring on like a plane. So here's the thing. So you can't bring your water bottle through airport security. Like you have to have like a travel size, like, toothpaste, knowledge like that. Yeah. So there's more. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering, what did the terrorists use on 9/11? They used box cutters. Yeah. 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 So after that, like security just really ramped up like that. Yeah. So here's the thing. So there's more security in security than there was like at the security, like like TSA, than there was at the Capitol. I mean, they're basically like barking saying this: remove your laptops from your bags, remove your shoes and all just like that. It's like, yeah, no, it's like just going on like a plane. Yeah, yeah, on like a plane. What about this one? Oh yeah, there's literally calls saying this. Yeah, hey, we need backup now. The backup couldn't really come in time. I mean, just, I mean, when, I mean, we just, I mean, we had Donald Trump call, like, women nasty. I mean, he's like, he talked Rosie, like, just put yourself in playing tennis. I mean, we can literally see your giant parachute underwear throughout, like, your white shorts. Like, when, yeah, yeah. So just think, there's more. I mean, like, you can't bring a toothpaste, like a full thing of toothpaste through security. I mean, you can bring like your Poland Springs, water bottle. I mean, you can't bring like your Target water bottle through security because something that happened one or twice. But here's the thing: how many shootings have there been? How many school shootings have there been? Like in just like the last couple of years. Like, I mean, in 2019, when there's two shootings, just like less than 24 hours, like between each other. When in El Paso, where a racist, like went into like a Walmart, shot when 23 people died. Yeah, this was a, yeah, just the semi-automatic weapon. And the guy was targeting Hispanic and Latino Americans. The motive was a far-right politics, optimism of arrogance, and white supremacy. So here's the thing: 23 dead, 23 injured. Motives: far extremism, anti-immigration, Hispanophobia, white supremacy, belief in the white genocide conspiracy theory, and the rate replacement and ecofascism. And and the guy's age right now, he's basically 21. 20. He was 21 when it happened. 2019 Dayton shooting. 24-year-old. He killed 10 people. And like 9 people. 29 people were injured. 19 from gunfire. The guy even killed his own sister, which I mean didn't really know. And what did the police do? I mean, they just killed. I mean, like he was wearing full body armor. He was about to go into like a bar that was filled with people. Police killed him before he went in. That's good. Like you know what police work. Like the police. I mean, like in August like that. Yeah, it was bad police work. What happened? Like you know, in Minneapolis. Like basically a guy. You know. Yeah. So before we go, so what Trump also just said was what happened in Toledo for like the mass shooting. Toledo isn't anywhere near Daytona, Ohio. Sorry, just oh god, it's like just really. I've been talking for over like an hour. I'm basically just need like a drink. Um, yeah, a yeah, I mean just a 19-year-old, like you know, got his hand, like you know, like killed 17 people in 2018. Yeah, and that happened on Valentine's Day, 2018. Yeah, just a day of love turned into hate and bloodshed. What did Donald Trump do? He had a note when he was talking to the survivor saying, I hear you, I see you. When you're president and you need a cheat sheet to talk to kids about something that bad happened, you know you're fucked up. I mean, what are president like if he's so bad? Well, in 2012, I think, Donald Trump like was talking about like saying like this. Oh, hey, Obama was born in Kenya. Like yeah, because I think that's where Obama's father was born. But Mama was born in Hawaii. You know, a U.S. state, even though it's the most southern state. Even though you know when we actually think about the most southern state, we just think of Florida. No, but if you actually look on the map, it's the most southern state. Yeah. So I think it's one of the states there or something like that. Like Obama was like making jokes, like saying this. Oh, yeah, hey, Trump is like you know rich, like he's gonna make do something stupid as like president, all just that. Um, just that. I mean, like Donald Trump was basically just mocked. So and people saying this. Oh, yeah, hey, Donald Trump can't like you know win presidency because Hillary Clinton like was basically this. Oh yeah, hey, we just had like a first black president. You know, I think it's going to be time for the first woman president. Like you know, like like let's go. I mean, like we have Ben Carson, like you know, a brain surgeon who like you know doesn't seem like a brain surgeon. Ted Cruz, you know, like, it's like a guy that's like what do I call that? I'm like Jeb Bush, like you know, he's trying to just do like another like you know Bush kind of thing. Is like yeah, so. But what happened was like I mean like what Donald Trump did was like he basically talked to kind of you know the people. I mean like Hillary Clinton. I mean like I mean she's basically just saying this. Oh yeah, hey. Um, like if you like me, then all kind of spring stuff is gonna happen. But like if it's gonna really help you out kind of the end. With Donald Trump, like was saying this, hey, who wants free pizza? I'm like, who wants all kind of this cool stuff? Oh yeah, hey, Hillary Clinton, you're awful. Oh yeah, I mean, like, you're kind of stupid. Oh, let's do that. And here's the thing: more people voted for Hillary, well, Donald Trump. Uh, and you know what the electoral college is? I mean, like, at first I thought it was like a bunch of people, like, coming together, like saying this. Oh yeah, hey, I think this person should be like president. No, it's when if so say for the election, say say if one person gets more vote than kind of the other one, and when like the polls close and all the votes are counted, the whoever gets like the most votes wins kind of that state. And then and then for that state, it says like this. Oh yeah, so say for like California, like say whoever wins that, that person will get 55, I think, or something like that, electoral votes. So I mean, like, so Donald Trump won the electoral college, even though Hillary Clinton won more votes. Because here's the thing: more liberals are going to be like more living in like bigger cities, because that's where kind of the jobs are, kind of like that. I mean, like, yes, there are kind of liberal kind of farmers all like that, but more Republicans are more like the hard kind of working kind of people. They're more kind of people are like this. Yeah, at the long day's work, you want a cigarette. These hardcore. It's like, yeah, no. I mean, like Donald Trump, like, your jobs back. Yeah, I mean, like, just getting the black lung is back. Yeah. When Hillary Clinton was raised, this, how you do, fellow people, young people? Yeah. Hey, I have some hot sauce in my pocket, like in my purse. Now let's play Pokemon Go. Yeah. I mean, I mean, what I really want for for say like for sake of like strategists for a campaign, it's just to have like someone who is in kind of like that time for like social media kind of person, like to be kind of something that's like, oh yeah, hey, because I mean, because with Biden's Despacito, yes, it is kind of a little bit cringy, but here's the thing, I mean, he just played kind of the song. Just imagine him trying to sing. Now look, well, me and Corn Pop, we like the song Despacito. You know the one that goes like Despacito. Everyone eats a burrito. And yeah, you know the thing. Yeah, you know the thing, folks. Yeah, vote for me and Corn Pop. And then, but with Trump, what he was doing is basically like this. Yeah, hey, I got coronavirus, but I'm not in clear yet. But I could just hug and kiss all of you. Now let's just talk about Creepy Joe. Like how he's like touching people. Yeah, just just let me kiss all of you and all like that. Like just let me fling these hats into the stands. Just just let me do all kind of like this stuff. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now let me just play YMCA while also doing like I mean like I also do like like the dance that's the opposite of it. I mean, because there's two songs. They're basically this. Um, they're basically kind of saying like this. Oh yeah, hey, how to actually kind of do a good dance? Macarena and YMCA. What Trump was doing was basically just like I mean like. So how those like the waving inflatable arm 2-man things like Trump was basically like that. But but just think about like the arms are more kind of down, and like and there's just like a lot of wind, just like like I like me like that was just like, and I mean because with all just I mean like we have concerning the Obama administration, like I mean I mean boxes are like this. So Obama, he went to this burger joint and he got a cheeseburger, but he didn't order any ketchup, but he had Dijon mustard. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just like a spicy kind of mustard. Like it's basically kind of like the like more kind of like mustard that isn't really I mean like it's just kind of like a spicier kind of mustard. I mean like it's good. Yeah, it's good. I mean like the kind of guy, but it's like one of those Wegmans ones. So I don't know. So and they're also saying this. Oh yeah, hey, Obama was wearing a bike helmet while biking. When you went to see Putin, he was wearing a horse with no helmet. It's like, yeah, well, because Putin, I mean, like, Putin's kind of thing, like, I mean, like, so, yeah, but, I mean, but now Fox, I mean, like, Fox News kind of, like, is, like, going away from, like, kind of Trump to this, yeah, it's kind of, and then, I'm like, now they're just kind of like, oh yeah, hey, I mean, like, Tucker Carlson was like just talking about this. Well, what about all this Democrat stuff? I mean, like, if you want to just look at it like kind of now, I think the video I'm talking about is deleted. Yeah, I mean, seriously, Fox News was all just talking about this. Yeah, hey, free speech and all caught that. They turn off the likes and dislikes, and they turn off the comments. Like seriously, for like my politics club, what happened was I booked on this video, which like which I kind of want to be in. I mean, like I helped out, like them. I mean, like it's not the video that I filmed, but yeah. But what happened was that I mean, like I could have been in it all this time. So so what happened was that I kind of saw like a bunch of dislikes. I mean, like I didn't dislike. I mean, I didn't like it either. I mean, like it's just more. I mean, like it's just more kind of like disappointed. So I was a little bit pissed off. But but I was like this. Screw it. I'm like no one's really going to see kind of this video. What happened was that there was like a bunch of dislikes. I'm like, where did this come from? There wasn't that many like comments. What happened later, like a couple hours later, like I look back on the video, they say like, huh, did I get any more likes or dislikes or anything? What happened is that they turn off the likes and dislikes, they turn off the comments, and I was basically this, yeah. So you're basically it's, oh, hey guys, we want free speech. I get kind of turning off the comments for for not kind of starting like a war, like a common war. That's basically this like. Duh! Well, this is stupid. I'm gonna be using the wrong than and like all that, and the wrong your. Yeah, but I'm smart. Um, but then what I don't really get was like is that they turn off kind of likes and dislikes. I mean, like that's basically kind of like free speech. Like liking and disliking something. So basically kind of comment on like when they're like their Instagram post and say this. Oh yeah, well I mean like the teachers are kind of part of like the leaders of the group say like so we had that. I'm like, yeah, well, you're basically kind of saying this. Yeah, hey, free speech, everyone. Except, only you had to hear our free speech. I mean, like, you can't dislike it or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, like, I think they also turned off their likes. I mean, like, not likes, their subscriber kind of account thing, which that's kind of stupid. I mean, like, there should be like a thing that the people can turn off the comments and likes and and dislikes, but because like that's basically kind of speech and all kind of that. But what should happen is that people should YouTube should make it that that people can can't turn off their subscriber count because when you want to know like how many subscribers like this person has, like I mean like because I'm like because it's basically just saying this, oh yeah, hey, it's basically how saying like this, oh yeah, hey, well I mean you can't see how many, yeah, but I mean the thing on YouTube is that I mean Trump has lost so much in like the last couple months. I mean, he lost the election. I mean, both Georgia flipped on him, and like now two Democratic like senators from there. I mean, like he lost many court cases. He's been impeached a second time. He has been banned off of Twitter. I think Snapchat. I don't know TikTok. I mean, I just want to say kind of Trump doing kind of like a TikTok thing, like it's just like I'm like I mean like seriously, I mean like I think I'll make like another video on like or like a podcast on like TikTok because it's kind of just stupid that people are just like this. Hey, yeah, so I'm gonna be lip syncing to someone's song, and I'm just gonna get money for it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna become famous for like just lip syncing someone's song. Yeah, just like I mean like remember when we had to actually do something, actually like something special. Yeah, so instead off of Twitter, YouTube. Not Instagram yet. I mean, like there is still kind of the post of kind of basically him saying this. Hey, come to this thing. Um, but, um, he's been banned off like many sites and just like I mean like and just I mean this guy can't stop losing. I mean, all now is that because who's been really hit hardest kind of basically here besides the cop who was killed at kind of the Capitol and other people that are killed is this Melania. I mean, like, she's basically spent with Trump for um basically over 15 years, basically. And for kind of those years, that's five. So, like basically from 2015 to 2021, like kind of. I mean, she's been like with Trump politically and all kind of that. I mean, here's the thing. I know that she's. I mean, like, I mean, like, I mean, like, I mean, here's the thing. Yes, I mean, people say this. Oh, hey, Trump is rich and all that. Yeah, but that's from like dodging taxes and all that. So when Melania basically dies, what's basically just gonna happen is that like is it gonna be this? Yeah. So I mean Trump when he dies. So Melania, here's what Donald Trump has left in your will. All his old KFC chicken buckets, all of his old McDonald's wrappers. Uh, that's pretty much just it. Yeah, I mean, like, she really needs to get like just divorce him. I mean, like, it doesn't matter how much money you're gonna get in at the end. Like, I mean, like, maybe this was kind of a reverse Beauty and the Beast. I mean, like Donald Trump was a hit, and maybe an okay kind of guy. I mean, I mean, like Donald Trump in like the early 2000s, like 2005 and all that. I mean, I mean, like he was famous for movies, don't you, like that. Like, yeah. But now what he's famous for is basically being the worst president ever. I mean, Richard Nixon is probably like, I mean, like, dear God, people were saying that I was the worst president. And then Andrew Jackson, like, just looking at him saying this, huh? I mean, I basically just made Native Americans move off their land, basically kill like a bunch of them, and then later all that, and like basically causing a bunch of banks to go, to end because I thought that they were going against my re-election. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, seriously, I mean, Richard Nixon would have been impeached for for basically trying to rig an election, getting thrown like opponents, all that. Bill Clinton basically kind of got impeached for I think it was lying and stuff like that. Basically cheating on his wife and lying about it, and Trump got impeached twice for trying to get threatening a hold of power in another country for dirt on an opponent and for inciting an insurrection and an attack. But just let me know what you think. I mean, Donald Trump should be in prison, or shouldn't he? I mean, do you think that he's a bad president, or are you just a racist because he's that? I mean, Donald Trump has basically been a sexist homophobe. I mean, that. I mean, here's the thing: Donald Trump is not Christian. He literally picked Mike Pence for one reason: to get the Christian vote, to get the religious people vote. But here's the thing with Mike Pence: he basically failed at preventing an HIV epidemic. All the gay conversion therapy camps, and just looking whiter than Mitt Romney. So yeah, so this is where I'm gonna leave this video here. Tune back next time when I'm basically gonna just scream my head off about something else stupid.